This is Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by soon-to-be world title challenger again, Liam Williams. Finally, it's been agreed, the challenge to Demetrius Andrade for the WBO middleweight title. It's been a long time waiting. You must feel pretty relieved.
Yeah, mate. It's obviously been quite a long time coming now. There's been some ups and downs in the road waiting and, bits of frustration, but, it is what it is. And the main thing is that we're here now and my opportunity is soon coming, fast approaching.
Were you surprised that he eventually agreed to the fight? He was obviously looking for fights with the likes of Billy Joe Saunders. He was going to move up for test the waters at super middle. That never happened. It's kind of, he's been pegged into a corner a little bit, it feels like.
Yeah, mate, you're right. I don't really think he wants to fight. It's just kind of like all his other opportunities are kind of burnt out, and he's not got nothing else to do. If he gives up his title, who's he going to fight? So he needs to fight me to stay relevant and to keep himself in the big fight. Do you know what I mean? So he's kind of been backed into a corner to take the fight, but it is what it is, and I'm happy to be fighting him because I didn't want to be fighting for a vacant title against someone who, I didn't want to be that guy who they go, oh, he ain't the proper world champion, he's won a vacant title. And no, I want to go and beat Andrade, and I want to, because he's 3-time champion, 2 weights, and I'm fighting him in America. To me, that would mean so much more to win in them circumstances.
It is in the US, as you said, probably in April, presumably on DAZN. It seems like quite a good opportunity to build your profile in the US as well.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, some Americans won't know me, but I'm pretty sure that after this fight, a lot more people are going to know me. It's it's going to be on probably DAZN, I think, it's just going to be on a different station, different viewers, a lot more American viewers. So it's going to be great for me, and most of all, I'm going to walk away with the title, and who knows what's to come after that. I can't look past Andrade because he obviously he's good at what he does, and he's effective. So I need to beat him before I look at anything else.
You've been kind of chasing this fight for a long time. You've been taking other fights in the interim to keep sharp. So how much in the gym have you and Dom been working on Andrade and how to beat him already?
To be honest, not a great deal at this point in time. It's mainly just making sure I'm fit, in shape. Like, realistically, what's the point in working on... sorry, mate, I got a million messages.
I can't think why.
Yes. To be honest with you, it's just like, why would you... It doesn't really make sense to be working on game plans when you're not even fully sharp and fully fit. I am now. I'm pretty much there. So from here on in, another fight's announced and we know it's him, then yeah, there will be a lot more of that. But for the past couple of weeks, it's just been about making sure that I'm conditioned and I'm dropping weight more than anything.
Obviously, it's a big step up from the opposition you've had to keep busy against to someone like Andrade. How can you fill that gap, if you like, with sparring and stuff like that in the meantime?
It's I think the main thing for me is not the opposition. It's not like they're dragging me down to their level, because anyone I've boxed in recent time, I've dealt with them. So I'm having top quality sparring, regardless of opponent or southpaw, orthodox. I'm always having top level sparring anyway. So I'm always in good physical and mental shape. And for this is going to be the hardest camp of my career. simply because I'm going to make it the hardest camp. I know I've got a lot of work to do, and I don't see any other outcome than me beating Andrade and coming home with that title. I'm really, I just don't see any other outcome.
Have you already thought of people you can get in to kind of replicate him a little bit? Because he is tall, rangy. Obviously, he's not the easiest person to mimic.
Sorry.
I get that a lot.
Yeah. We've already got a couple of people in mind. To be honest with you, I've had these people in mind for the last 12 months probably, because I knew this fight was going to end up coming off, and like I've been watching people, and I know a couple of people who will be perfect for him.
Now, without giving away too much of a game plan, presumably as it's your natural style and the range disadvantage you're at, you're going to be quite aggressive in this fight, especially to win in America against the reigning champion, I would imagine.
Yeah, I'm not even going to make a secret about it. I'm gonna stick it on him, and I'm gonna give it to him from round one until the fight ends, probably inside the distance. But yeah, there's no two ways about it. I'm gonna take the fight to him.
We've talked about you stepping up in class from the guys you have been fighting, but the same's true of him, isn't it? Like, he hasn't been fighting anyone near your caliber in the last few years.
Yeah, exactly, mate. It's my biggest fight to date, so it's going to be a step up. It's as simple as that. It's no secret, but it's about me proving I've got the ability to be there and to beat him. For him to say that he's 3-time world champion, I don't really think that he's beat anyone worth getting excited over, really, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and we saw you against Atlantes Fox, who he'd taken to a decision, and you got rid of him in very good style. So the kind of form guide favours you a little bit as well.
Yeah, of course. And if I hear a lot, I didn't really watch the fight, but I heard some rumours, a lot of talk saying that Fox had dislocated his shoulder or broke his shoulder or something, because I know he had surgery after. But he still stuck in there with Andrade, and let's not forget that was when Andrade was more fresh and explosive than he is now. And you've seen the way I really I blew Fox out of the water. And you also could argue that Fox was on better form for my fight than what he was then, because that was his first step up then. So, but you can look at it how you want to look at it. It doesn't matter, does it? It means, whoever turns up, in best shape with the best tactics and everything else on the night is going to be the winner, and as simple as that. And I believe that's going to be me, and I'm sure he believes it's going to be him too. So
you're often referred to as the most improved fighter in Britain. I think people have been saying that about you for at least the last year now. What do you think's been the key to that development?
I think it's probably a number of things. Number one, I'm just more mature. I'm growing up. I'm 28 now. It's not to say that I weren't grown up when I was 23, 4, 5, but yeah, as time goes on, you just get a little bit more mature, just in general in life, but obviously in boxing as well. Each fight you learn a little bit more. You see different tricks. People try to play on you, mind games, but you just see it all, and it molds you as a better overall person and a fighter. I've moved away from home. I'm in Sheffield, so I'm fully focused on boxing. There's no messing about in between training sessions. There's no going out and eating food I shouldn't be. I train. I walk to the gym Um, I can look at the gym from my bedroom window where I'm sat here. I walk there, I train, I walk back, eat my food, and I'll be honest with you, I just lay in bed most of the day, and that's my life when I'm in camp. So it's a case of that I'm getting my proper training, proper rest, and I have got Dom to thank for a lot as well, because he's been there for me. He's supported me uh, mentally and as a friend and almost as a family member. Um, with things I need supporting for, and he's been there for me, and we gel really well. We relate to each other really well. So I'm in a very good. I couldn't think of anyone to put. I couldn't put myself in any better hands than Dom.
And you mentioned about moving away from home. Obviously, it's a massive sacrifice, especially for you. You've got a child, you've got another on the way now as well. How hard has it been at times to leave that behind and dedicate yourself?
It is very difficult. Right now, I'm in a good routine, and it's not too bad for me. I miss obviously my little girl. I miss my missus and family and whatever. But right now, I'm in a good routine. I know I've got a big fight coming. I know I'm focused. But like the worst for me is, if I've had a fight and I stay away from Sheffield for like 3, 4, 5 weeks, whatever it may be, even if I'm training back home, like I might have that time off being here, because it is like being locked up a lot of the time. It's just like it's mentally it tests you, because you can no one can't just nip around. When I'm back home, my mother lives 4 doors away. My grandmother lives 3 doors away. My sister's like 15 doors away, probably. Everyone's within, and most of all, I got my missus living with me. So I'm constantly around familiar people. Sorry, that's Scouse bastard Robbie Davis Jr. for me.
It's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah, so I say it is what it is. I just think I think it's good for me being here. I'm fully focused, but I do miss people. I'm in a routine now, and I'm happy. I'll be here Monday to Friday for the next 9, 10 weeks, whatever it is.
When's baby number 2 due?
21st of May.
So it could be a good kind of month for you between the fight and then that afterwards as well. It could be the best year of your life.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be massive. I can't wait. So excited about personal and work. I say work, but like career wise, So there's going to be a lot of good things coming, and can't be more excited.
Great stuff. We'll wish you the very best of luck. Look forward to the date and venue being announced, as I'm sure you do. And enjoy your nap, which I know you're about to have. Sorry to keep you from it, but rest is equally important to training. I know that. So.
Yeah, mate, don't be silly. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, and thanks for having me as well.
Oh, anytime, mate. Good luck and speak to you soon.
Good man, Dan. Take care, mate.
Bye bye.